Advent of Code, Day 7. Christmas tree, okay. Really just that. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay, so um yeah. Not the right answer, of course. Okay, so um 39. First splitter, that's one. Two beams. Oh. Wait. Oh. Oh. Total number of okay. Um Now you should be, of course. Perfect. All right. Number of time. I think this is also slightly different than what I had. Um, but I had something more in this vein initially. What number did I get here? 39, just probably off by one. Because it splits. Yeah. Okay. So I accidentally answered part two first. Oh, I definitely did well. So yeah. I didn't notice this yesterday, but this page actually updates every few minutes. But it looks like I was either a lot of people are finishing part one and two in the first few minutes, or I'm really one of the first. But yeah, so this is a interesting problem. Just dealing with combinatorics really, because as we go down this and we split, we want to process all the paths, but we don't want to redo the work constantly. In Python, we have functools cache, which makes it very easy to go through, do the processing, and make sure that if we've already processed this pathway, we don't process it a second time. For part one, we just really want to count how many of these that we hit along the way, and how many splits we have. Uh, with a with a caveat that if we have, and that's a good thing that when I was trying to fix part one, I looked at the examples with the caveat that if we have neighboring splits here, we produce three beams, so we only count three because there's three split points, even though we've hit two splitters. Um, so we just go through, we run the splits. Every single time we hit a split, we add that split point. And actually looking at it, we counting the carets. Um, I think we're counting the carets. It's actually a little interesting because here 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There's 22 carets. Oh, there's 22 carets, but we entirely miss one. Yeah, so we are counting the split points, actually the places where we split, not the number of beams we create. Um, so yeah, I slightly misspoke, and actually I was looking through the example, understood this, and then ignored it, and happened to be right anyway. So we care about the points where we split, and that's what I'm tracking here, and we get the overall just how many split points for the entire problem. And we don't want to process all of them in a full recursive thing with no memoization because that's going to be a ridiculously big number. So we just run the splits and have that set. Our answer is how big that set is. In part two, we see why we want to memoize because there are a lot of paths. And if we had to run through all of these paths manually, that would be kind of ridiculous. So yeah, this is what I was trying to do initially, and got the completely wrong answer for part one. Um, but it's very, very similar. So instead of running the splits and counting the split points, we actually count overall all the unique pathways that we take. Kind of. We're really counting totally how many uh, how many paths, how many unique segment things, how many timelines there are. It's kind of weird, and I think there's probably some powers of two here. There's probably other interesting ways to approach this. But yeah, I mean, we just every time we hit a split, we know we are going to We already are on a timeline. We're going to add another timeline there and count all the subsequent timelines going down. So we can pretty easily do that recursively here. Just do some caching so that it's memoized. Uh, and the answer we get out is actually off by 1 because we started on a timeline. So we started on this 0th timeline. That count splits is not actually counting, so we just need to add 1 here. I'm probably going to add some comments here so that the code is a little more clear because it's kind of obtuse. And my reasoning was just I hope I'm right, but I got the right answer, so I'm pretty sure my reasoning was correct when on the test data I got 39. I was just missing this very initial timeline here. So yeah, that was a much better showing than the last couple days, because the last couple days I overcomplicated the solutions in different ways, and yeah, looks like people are starting to get their solutions in. But yeah, that's it for me. Funny that I got to part 2 before I got to part 1, but that's what happens sometimes in Advent of Code. Anyway, that's it for me, and I'll be back tomorrow.